Hi everyone. So today we will be talking about a new product, right, which we are launching here. It is market first in the industry. It is for the vehicle insurers and the brokers. It is called Sciences MMV Dashboard. But before we move on to product, so I will take one step back. I will explain the problem which we have faced firsthand in the past 3 years when we have worked with a lot of vehicle insurers and brokers. Yeah. So here we have listed some problems, but the main problem, how it came on our table is, so 3 years back, we were working with a lot of insurers and brokers. We were empowering them with the, their onboarding flows, right, providing them full stack. But we were seeing that there was some issue, right, something which we were missing out on, right? So we met a lot of clients. We asked them, what is your number one problem, right, which you would want us to solve? So one problem which was common is, which echoed in all of our discussions was that Science team, the number one problem is that today my 15 to 20% of policy issuances are with the wrong policy premiums, right? And when we dig deeper, so 15 to 20% number looks big, but when we actually calculate the losses, so this amounts to 4,000 crore plus losses in a single year, which vehicle insurers and brokers are losing, right? So this led us to the war room, right? So what shall we do about it, right? So we are working with insurers, we are working with brokers, but when we were sitting 3 years back, we were not solving their actual problem, right? So why this problem was happening? Now, the problem was happening because of a single reason. I will take a very small example. So suppose insurer is underwriting a vehicle, right? So it's a, let's take Hyundai Verna EX, right? And now they are mapping it to their MMV masters. Based on that, they will arrive at an IDV value. And from the IDV value, they will arrive at the policy premium. So if the vehicle which they are mapping to their master is not correct, the IDV will be wrong, the policy premium will be wrong, right? So suppose it's Verna EX, so market price is somewhere around 11 lakhs. But if it gets mapped to Verna SX, so the market price is above 13 lakhs, right? So policy premium will be wrong by almost 15 to 20%, right? Now it can be a vice versa. Sometimes it can be more than the actual policy premium it should have been, and sometimes it can be lesser than that, right? But ultimately, it becomes a challenge. It becomes an operational challenge. It becomes a challenge when the claim is happening after some damages to the vehicle. So we solved this problem. We worked on this problem. We provided very accurate MMV masters. We were maintaining even clients' masters at our end. But there were a lot of problems which we were facing, right? So the first problem was, so maintaining a MMV master is itself a challenge. So on a weekly basis, all the OEMs, whether it is Maruti, whether Hyundai, launches new vehicles. How to stay updated, right? That today new vehicles are launched, how can it immediately flow to the new master? Otherwise, what will happen? A customer will try to buy the insurance and it will not get reflected, and ultimately they will have to go to branch or they will have to coordinate in their head office, right? So maintaining MMV master is itself a problem. And then when a new broker is launching product, so they have to map with different insurers. So suppose they have to map with HDFC, they have to map with ICICI. Every insurer player has a different master. And now they have to arrive at a common master, and they have to show insurance premium code of each insurer on their platform. Now this interlinked mapping between these insurers is also a challenge for a broker. Then outdated master, and then one thing which is there, that the data which relies in the Vahan ecosystem, sometimes it can be little bit wrong. There can be gaps, right? And then there can be some parent companies as well, right? So for an example, a vehicle is coming that this vehicle is manufactured by A, but in the Vahan it is by B. Now how to, map it to B so that the right insurance mapping is coming. Then tracking MMV mapping accuracy, was a challenge. So we were doing it in bits and pieces in the past 3 years. Everything which we have mentioned here, we were doing it in bits and pieces in the past 3 years. But the thing is, now we realize that this bits and pieces is still a challenge for our client, and we have to put this together, stitch it together, and we need to give a single view to our clients where they can manage their masters, they can track their accuracy, they can track their failure insights, and ultimately they can compare their masters with a standard master which we have provided, which is updated to date, and they can, if they want, they can switch to the standard master as well. So they will not have to maintain a master at their end. Right, so this is all the problems which we are challenging, and today we have stitched it together, and that's why we are here and we are launching our product. So we will move forward with the demo. Yeah. So I am handing it over to Shivam and Digvijay, who will take everyone through the demo.
Yeah, I think first I think we'll solve the solution part, right? If we go like 2 slides back. Yeah, I think problem we have got identified that this is a big problem in market, and majorly it is linked to the revenue leakage part, right? We have all the solutions in place. We have segmented different type of solutions out of it, right? We know first solution, which is majorly related to the mapping part, right? Initially the mappings are going wrong. So we have like one segmented of this particular part that we are doing accurate mapping. Initially, around which Gaurav mentioned that 15 to 20% of the mappings are going wrong. But we have identified that how to handle those particular edge cases of like last 15-20%. We have crossed it down to more than 98% of accuracy now. So majorly first mapping problem of issuing the wrong policies is solved. Then we have one major segment which is handling all the masters, all the data in one single place, right? The real-time accuracy part and the insights part. We have created a whole dashboard and solution which will come in the next part of this, right? And the benchmarking part, which is majorly for brokers part, like ensuring, like adding all the insurer in one single place and giving a whole holistic solution to brokers. So the third segment is here. So like we have created a whole solution in 3 parts. So we can start with the demo. So majorly, initially we have created a whole one single point solution of this whole product from like onboarding the accuracy part of MMV, like initially setting up the MMV, tracking the MMV on daily basis, right? Or even you want to track the failure insights particular on like weekly basis, monthly basis, you can identify that. And then for the brokers part. Yeah. So initially, let's say I'm a client, I'm currently logging into a particular dashboard which is designed specifically for a client, right? We have a whole 3 solutions here. One is mapping insight, right? Where all the solution will look in one single place, right? Initially we have the counts filter here, what are the failures, what are the processes of that, right? What is the accuracy part of current master going on, how many customers you are getting dropped, or how many users you are dropping off from that particular point. We have created that. Like we also handled one particular main thing, which is latency, right? Identifying, creating a whole solution and providing in the real-time basis, that is also a solution, right? We are providing like less than 0.5 seconds, we are providing solutions of this, right? Anyway, we know that success rate, we have improved our success rate to more than 98%. We know now the success rate has improved, the accuracy part has improved. Now the major point, which is a blocker, which is majorly insightful for a user or a customer, right? Where those people are currently failing. Either it's in the master basis, either it's from the source or Vahan basis. So we give you whole holistic view of what type of failures you are getting currently, right? So, so initially we provide the holistic view that, okay, you can fix your masters, you can fix all your problems of decreasing the accuracy part. So we are providing what is failing at your end, right? On the client's end majorly. So they can improve the accuracy overall part. So this definitely can uh, uh, like remove the drop off of the customer for sure. So coming to the next part here, which is how you will do it. Like you know the insights part, you know what is failing at your end. Now we are providing that you can upload particular failure according to you. That okay, you want to add certain list of new vehicles which are getting launched, right? And you want to provide some list that okay, this is which is failing. I want to upload and correct it down, right? So you can directly do it through our uploading through a single file, right? So this can be done at our end. So these are different type of failures, like duplicates could be there, right? So this is just a functionality of dashboard where we present that, okay, duplicates can be present, incorrect inputs can be present there. So we also like give you a view that, okay, this is currently present in your master. So it is a whole solution of providing like end-to-end solution of this particular problem. So let's say this is the file which has the correct input. Let's say will upload this particular part. This will give a fail. This is appended correctly. We can move to the next one. Yeah. Overhead to Digvijay.
Hello. Yeah. So as you can already see in the demo, we already uploaded a file which was having some duplicate MMV IDs. So like there could be a problem like initially client comes to us and he says like he don't know about the file he or she uploaded. So like this solves the problem. Like if there are the duplicates in the file which you are uploading currently, so you will get it will show the output like there are duplicates in your MMV, the file which you are uploading, and you can rectify it later. Also you have also if like there are other failure parts which you like you can resolve, which could be like there could be like invalid fuel types, the cubic capacity could be wrong, the maker model, or the like all the datas. Like we have like added the feature of having different filters which could be lead to a failure. And like you have all the analytics over there, and if there is a case of failure, you'll get the insights. And like at the end, like let's say the file is completely correct, and so it will follow the complete journey. Like every process will be followed, and like your file would be like will have at our end, and you can directly like from the next day itself, you can directly use it. Like from the very next point, your file has been uploaded to our dashboard. You'll be able to have those mappings while you use our service, the other services. So yeah, that was the part for the like the uploadation file, like or the page 2, and like this is like for the page 3, which serves the problem for the multi-insurer mapping. And yeah, I'll like to call upon Shivam for the like.
Yeah, so I think we initially discussed this major problem of we solve the problems of single masters, right? But we know that there is a major problem in the broking side, right? So this particular problem also solve the like initial integration process, or like mapping and handling all the data at their end or at our end. This will particularly solve the problem for majorly brokers, right? So initially, what they can do is they can, if let's say one insurer want to onboard or something, a lot of different insurers at their end, right? One broker part. So they can directly click down the different insurers. We have their initial files, right? What could be directly mapped it to a single, which is a mega master at our end, right? So they can directly onboard particular insurers. What type of mapping they want to do, they can do it, right? A lot of different features of how they want the mapping to be done. Either they want all the insurer codes to be generated at one single end, or if they want to handle that at their end, that functionality is also present there. And in the vehicle categories part, like definitely different brokers have different use cases at their end. So we provide different category-wise insurances, like in generating of insurance quotes at their end. So this particularly initially setting up a whole integration process from here will solve the problem of, let's say we initially do it in the last maybe 3 years back, we used to do it in 1 month. Now it is real time. Like we just click it, you will get all the dashboard, all the masters are integrated at one single place. So this particular part will solve the problem for insurers, brokers as well. So any questions? So I think, yeah. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, all of you. Requesting everyone to just stay back. We would love to appreciate and felicitate you all here. Kindly come here. Requesting Vikrant sir to do the honors for us. Thank you. Let's clap hands for the gentlemen here, all three. Thank you. It was quite an informative session. Thank you so much.